Yoga is not an imposition on you, but it is a discipline that you take on to yourself. Mind has several modulations. Yoga is having a control over the modulations of the mind. When you do this, you get established in the seer. There is a scenery and the seer. The seer's nature is different from the scenery. So when we are in the modulations of the mind, we are lost in the scenery. But in yoga, what you do, you bring yourself back onto yourself, taking your attention from the scenery to the seer. When you are not in the self, in the seer, your mind is part of the modulations. There are 5 modulations of the mind in which the mind is lost or the seer is lost. What are the modulations? Pramana. Pramana has 3 aspects of it. First is direct experience, that is pratyaksha. Then anumana is you guess. There is a smoke, so you guess there is a fire. You are not seeing the fire, but the smoke indicates you that there is fire. And third is by the scriptures. In a bottle it is written poison. You will not say, no, I want to test it. You can't test it. You cannot, then you won't be there. So this you take it as proof. Now materia medica is there. These herbs are good for this part of the body, or this combination is good for these diseases. All this is written. So this is a proof that we take it. Because in one's lifetime, you cannot acquire all the knowledge. You can acquire the knowledge which is accumulated over centuries by so many people. And believing in it and accepting it is agama. So scriptural knowledge, scriptural indication. You see in history book, you say, no, I don't believe in the book. I want to see whether really the world war happened or not. How do I know? I don't know. I was not there. So you were not there, but you have to believe a documentation that is available. This is agama. And then Viparyaya. Most of the time you impose your own views and ideas and feelings on others, and you think that is how they are. You have an inferiority complex and you suddenly see someone else's behavior very arrogant. They are not arrogant. You are not being ill-treated by them. You feel suddenly you have been ill-treated. You have not been respected because you don't respect yourself enough. You think others don't respect you. Others would be shocked by your behavior. They see what happened to this person. They were all right till now. Till now, suddenly they start behaving very funny. Many parents have this problem. Their children suddenly feel that the parents don't love them. And they are so perplexed. They didn't know what to do, how to prove them, how to show them. Because proof doesn't stand once Viparyaya comes. The Pramana does not stand. The logic fails. Because the mind is now more active on the second modulation. All logic fails. What stands is the wrong knowledge. Third vritti is Vikalpa. Vikalpa is sort of hallucination. Nothing of that sort exists. Just mere words hover in the mind. Where already you are 40, 50, 60, you sit and fantasize if I were 16 again suddenly. How will it be? Maybe I'll go somewhere and I'll get a big haul of gold. I suddenly become rich. Then I will have my own helicopter to fly it. It's not just the children who fantasize. I tell you, adults also get into their own fantasies. This fantasy is called Vikalpa, the third modulation of Chitta. The Vikalpa can be of 2 types. One could be just joyful, pleasurable fantasy. Another could be of baseless fears. Oh, what will happen if I die tomorrow? An accident may happen to me. I may become disabled. These are all just simply sounds that has no value. baseless fears in the mind or fantasies are called Vikalpa. Fourth one, be Nidra, sleep. If mind is not in any one of these three, the fourth place it goes is to go to sleep. That modulation of mind in which it takes the cues into the non-content of the mind or lack of any content in the mind amounts to sleep. And then Smriti. Smriti is those experiences that your mind could not let go. See, every morning you brush your teeth, but that doesn't remain as a memory. Every day you take breakfast. Do you remember what breakfast you had day before yesterday? 1 week ago? Can you tell me which cloth you wore on 31st of December? No, because these are not of any importance. It is neither pleasurable nor painful, so it doesn't make an impact in the consciousness. So some of the experiences that you had, which you have the inability to let go, remains as memory. So very pleasant experiences create cravings in you. Unpleasant experiences create fear and trauma. So the 5 vrittis, they're not bad. It's not that they should not be there at all. Usually people say, yoga chitta vritti nirodha means all these vrittis should be done with. So there are people who try to keep awake the whole night and not sleep. They are doing wrong. These vrittis are klishta, aklishta. Some are difficult, some are not difficult. Some are painful, some are not painful. If you don't get sleep, it is painful. If you sleep too much, it is painful, isn't it? Similarly, if you forget everything, you don't remember anything, it is painful. At the same time, if you cannot forget anything, then also it's painful. Similarly, proof can be very painful. And it can be not painful also. Perhaps that's why there is a proverb in English, ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. You don't know and you are blissful. But when you get the proof, the truth can be hard-hitting. It can be painful. And truth need not be painful also. Both. Similarly, Viparyaya, mithya, wrong understanding is really painful. But again, the same principle, ignorance, wrong understanding, you remain in your own little world and it may be comforting. And Vikalpa, imaginations. Imaginations can be pleasurable also. You sit and imagine you have become an angel and flying around in the sky with wings. Yeah, you can have that imagination. It's not painful. And similar, but if you imagine people are all after you and everybody is against you and they are out to get you, it's very painful. So your imagination could be painful or non-painful. So these 5 vrittis are there anyway. They are indispensable. But if they go out of control, or if they are not in your control, then you can never come back to yourself. So to be back, to understand the seer, to get into the nature of seer, we must have a say over these 5 modulations of mind.